And hello YouTube. It is Sunday night, Sunday, October 30th, 2022. Oh goodness, I'm sleepy. 6:35 p.m. Oh, I feel so tired today, which is crazy because like all I've done for the last couple of days is sleep. Hopefully at some point I'll kind of wake up. I expect I'm going to be driving a forklift tonight, so I need to get my ass alert at some point. I probably should have done something else today. It just absolutely could not find the motivation to get out of bed. Oh goodness. The technical traffic. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Technical traffic, it should be smooth sailing from here to work at Amazon. Interestingly enough, I think the last video I listened to before falling asleep during the video was something about how Amazon is destroying America. So that'll be in my recent history. Good times. Maybe I'll play that on the speaker during my break. Oh god. Oh god. Oh son of a bitch. I just realized I forgot my new operator. I forgot my damn new operator vest. Oh man. God, I need to wake up. New Gorillaz song has been quite a bit of play on 93.3. I can't with the real hair of 93.3 is just gravitating towards that, because every now and then they do that sort of thing. It's an okay song. Damn, like I wasn't running late enough already. Speaking of which, I remembered I had a day I was late last week, and I didn't go about fixing it on my A to Z until today, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know, the last 2 days are kind of blurry at the moment. It looked like it took it, so I kind of thought I needed to do that like before Friday. Like whatever day of the week I needed to fix it, then I had to do it for the following Friday, but apparently I had time to do that one. Okay, I got my safety vest and a bottle of water. Let's try this again. It's God, 6:37 p.m. already. Oh, and that's on my car stereo clock. So put 3 minutes on that. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 6:40. Damn, it hasn't changed to 6:41. Oh man. Even with no traffic, I don't think I'm gonna make it on time right now. That's trying to go too far in too little time. I just need to remember to put a little PTO on it as soon as I get in the building. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired, groggy. I'm out of soda to usually, like on the days like this, I just kind of slam a Mountain Dew or a Coke and it wakes me up. Like nothing. I got a bottle of cold water. Last cold bottle of water I had in the fridge too. I think. Which I think means I'm out of bottled water. Oh yeah. I really should have gone to Costco today, or fries, or both. I'm out of bread. Oh man, that school zone sign is still there. It's been there for days. Pop-Tarts right now. I'm out of just about everything. Oh, God. Look how tired I am. The most ridiculous thing I didn't get around to doing today is I still got all my empty boxes from taking in my recycling on Saturday morning in the car. I can't even see traffic behind me right now. As one of them falls down behind me. Hey, but on the bright side, I am looking forward to being a forklift driver again today, as opposed to being stuck filling totes debating the importance of rate with the overweight moron that never looks up from his street in receive, or working myself to death pulling a pallet jack and inbound. Wow, there's no traffic. We still got some jackass doing this selling ramp at 40 miles an hour. Come on, people. I'm late for work. Oh, really? You're changing lanes to pass nothing? That's fabulous. It's taking all the concentration I got to do all these lane changes, as tired as I am. Oh, so what am I like 20 minutes into this video and I've said nothing about you because I have nothing about you to say. Times like this, I guess I need to remind anybody that watches that this was sort of my video diary, and I guess all I'm recording today is that I'm tired and didn't do any of the things I really should have done, as I was depressed and asleep in bed. So let me try to collect my thoughts here. Last video, I went to Bright Gates Recycling, and if I remember right, I got like $33 for nearly a year worth of recycling. It's kind of depressing. It felt good to do it though. I remember I was having a really good morning and I enjoyed the trip there and enjoyed the whole process. And what I should have done is what I usually do, which is go back directly to the used store and dropped off all my boxes. Put my suitcase of laundry back to my trunk that I forgot was there. But Priscilla called me while I was there, sounding all very girlfriend-esque, and I don't even remember much of the conversation, to be honest, other than I kept having to tell her I couldn't hear her because I was at the recycling place and I was busy trying to unload my recycling, and then they had their compactor going. On that note, they're not paying anymore for crushed cans. God, it used to be anywhere from a 10 to 20 cent difference extra that you got paid for bringing crushed cans as opposed to not crushed cans. Now it was only 60 cents a pound for cans. Now, there's never been that differential for plastic. Honestly, at this point, I was just kind of appreciative they were still paying for Guess it didn't matter. I don't have much in the way of nights off to do that sort of thing. And going to the fair alone would have probably been massively depressing anyway. This guy's hitting his brakes. A little bit more traffic here than I anticipated, that's for sure. I-17 North closed. Northern to something. My guess is because they're working on the light rail overpass over there by Metro Center. Or the big, I should say the big wasteland formerly known as Metro Center. Try and look over and see if I can still see the state fair. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it's quite light up. Still going right now. Yeah, this is quite possibly the last night of it because I'm pretty sure it's closed on Mondays and I didn't see it being open at all in November. So Halloween at midnight, I didn't dress up at all. In fact, I damn near forgot to dress up as a recently back from suspension Amazon forklift operator. But so I remember to go grab that. And hopefully there's nobody in costume today. In a workplace like a warehouse, that just strikes me as weird and in some cases unsafe. I saw a couple people whose costumes just struck me as safety hazards. And of course they were extremely heavy-set, awkward-looking people. Go figure. Fat girl had herself dressed up as a unicorn, and she looked just straight up like a meme, right down to the purple hair. All I could think to myself was gross. I don't really know who she was. It looked like she was walking. When I was walking by her to the beginning of the night on Friday night, it looked like she was walking towards inbound fluid to work. It's very unnerving not being able to see traffic behind me as I do lane changes. Yeah, it looked like she was on her way to inbound fluid, which tells me that she's probably one of those people who stands on the side of the line and just occasionally acts like she's pushing a box, but doesn't really do anything. Because there's no way somebody that out of shape is actually inside the truck unloading the boxes and putting them on the conveyor belt. There's just no way. Goodyear police, I'm passing on the right. On this freeway this time of night, I'm guessing he just got done dropping somebody off at the 4th Avenue jail. Oh, so I was going to talk about what happened with Priscilla and I ended up getting so frustrated that I spent the majority of the rest of the weekend asleep. And I'm practically to work and still haven't managed to do that. Of course, the bright side is I'm practically to work, so I made amazing time. First Avenue exit right there. I really like that I'm so tired. I need to wonder if it's going to be okay for me to be on a forklift tonight. You know, regardless of how late I am to work, I'm starting my day by running into the main break room and getting myself a couple bottles of Mountain Dew. I need the freaking caffeine to wake up. So anyway, yes, a girlfriend, so-called girlfriend call, sounding very girlfriend-ish, other than not understanding that you know, that once I played the game of, hey, guess where I am and what I'm doing. Oh yeah, this is where I'm at and what I'm doing. Yeah, that means I shouldn't be on the phone saying goodbye. It took quite a few times to be going, yeah, I can't really hear you over the compactor, for if I would be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Duh. I don't think she's, you know, I'm beginning to think she hasn't really figured out that I don't like talking on the phone. Throwing that out there. Anyway, I did text her back after I got done with my recycling as I was getting ready to leave, and as I was looking at the Google traffic to see how I was getting home, because there were a large amount of road closures heading back the opposite direction, freeway closures, and traffic resulting from them. I texted her if I would, you know, went by, can I draw her a bath? I did text her about sex, and she said it was, you know, probably not happening. And you know, and I get it. You know, once a month, that's not a, you know, that's a potentially messy thing for a woman, and not a good thing. I get it. I'm not really into that sort of thing, but that doesn't mean. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with her mouth or her hands. Doesn't mean that some sort of bedroom fun can't happen. So at least to be fair, she did draw me a bath. That's a good thing. So I hadn't noticed that she's got this fan in her bathroom that is extremely abrasively loud. And it's on one switch with the light. So you can't have the light on and not have the fan on. And I'm really sensitive to noises like that. I mean, I've never been properly diagnosed with high functioning autism, but I pretty much have all the symptoms. One of them being that I'm really, really sensitive to those kinds of noises. Sometimes noises like that can just set me off to the point I just can't even. I just can't. Like, I've been in environments where there's a noise that's abrasive to me, and I just simply have to leave. Sometimes flashing lights do the same thing to me. Anyway, yeah, that noise. And I kept telling her, it's like I can't, and she just didn't seem to understand how much that noise was bothering me, even though I told her how much that noise was bothering me. And so she's trying to say stuff to me. I don't know what she's trying to say, but I can't stay there in that noise. I can't make out what she's saying to me over that abrasive noise in her bathroom. And she's getting upset because I keep walking into the room. I'm like, I can't handle that noise. And I find it insane that those aren't on separate switches. And if I'm thinking to myself, you know, like, granted, that's kind of a landlord thing, but if my bathroom was like that, would I try to fix that myself? Would I hire an electrician to do it? Would I tell my landlord and try to get my landlord to fix it? I know I wouldn't hood up with it. I'd probably put another light in that was on a different switch, I'm guessing, or maybe just disconnect the fan entirely, because I don't really feel the need to have a fan in the bathroom. I mean, it's nice, it stops your windows from your mirrors from fogging up, but it doesn't seem where it's really a necessity. So yeah, the fan was very upsetting. Did take a bath after that. Her freaking out about, hey, careful how you pull that down. She's got these little things that these little pretty decorative shelves that she's put in. It's funny how she spent so much money on like little decorative things like that, but yet her place is such a mess that you can't even, I don't even really notice those decorative touches because I'm just kind of fixated on the fact that I'm stepping over stuff. I'm not quite sure how she was trying to explain to me what I needed to do to get the shampoo and body wash out of the shelf, so as to be careful not to knock it down. I just simply didn't fuck with it. I'm like, yeah, that's just sounds like more hassle than it's worth. I'm just, I've got water and a wash rag, I'm good. Apparently the woman does not believe in bar soap, which, whatever. Dang, I'm here already. I just gotta wrap this up. It's 6:50, 6:56, so yeah, I'm not making it in the building quite on time. Well, there's other people pulling in behind me, whatever. I might be within the grace period. I'm still gonna slap a little PTO on it. Anyway, I guess I gotta make this long story short, even though I had plenty of time to say it. I'm just not very awake right now. Anyway, I ended up trying to sleep. She really, kind of pressured me into sleeping there and then doing something with a mirror afterwards, and I don't really understand what she wants to do with the mirror. Apparently she wants to cut it herself, but she doesn't have the proper tools to do that. That's something you don't do in a home. You don't want those kind of glass shards in your home. And I'm just like, I don't understand. And then she's all like, well, nobody wants to help me, and nobody wants to do this and do that with me, and people only want to be around me if they want something from me. You're just here because you want sex. And I'm just like, well, I don't think sex is too much to ask from you, since but whatever. And she's going off about this mirror, and I'm like, well, why don't you take it to a shop to get it done correctly? It's like, well, because I don't want to. And I'm like, well, then why don't you buy a mirror that's the size that you need? And she's like, your questions just don't make any sense. You just sound like a crazy person right now. I said, your answers to my questions don't make any sense, and you sound like a crazy person right now. And at that point, I just left. I just got the fuck out. I'm just like, I've been horribly uncomfortable in her bed, in her room, just between the noises, the lack of music, the constant voices. I think she had the window open so I could hear all this noise from outside. It wasn't dark enough. The bed's just horribly uncomfortable. So she's made up the bed with these neat blankets and stuff, but they're not comfortable. I don't get the point of making a bed unless you're trying to have your house look like a showroom, like you're showing it to sell it. Other than that, what's the fucking point? Can we get the bed comfortable? And then she's got this super heavy blanket that she used to have on my couch that I kept kicking it off my feet because it was uncomfortable. And then when I finally get to sleep, she put it on my feet, and that shit would wake me up. I'm never trying to sleep there again. It was awful. Absolutely awful. So I ended up waking up, and I'm totally cranky because I didn't really get enough sleep. So as soon as I got home, I went to sleep. I didn't wake up till midnight. So, so much for having to enjoy my Saturday night. And then she hits my place. Yep, 7 o'clock. I'm late. I just gotta get this out, or I won't be able to focus at work. So she.
KTAR news time is 7:02. I'm Heidi Hommel.
7:02? Why would they do their legal ID 2 minutes late? What the actual fuck?
Fontes is calling ballot Dropbox watchers domestic terrorists after
armed men wait, who's doing that?
Dropbox.
The definition of terrorism is the intimidation or use of force against civilians for the purpose of a political end.
Speaking on CNN, Fontes said these people need to be held accountable and prosecuted. Meanwhile, Republican candidate for governor Kari Lake says she doesn't
kind of wanting to vote for that guy.
Vigilantes
but
monitoring ballot drop boxes.
A judge already ruled they need to be held accountable. They've been held accountable. A judge already ruled they're within the rights
and last week a federal judge
they're in their rights to do that.
Ballot watchers claiming to be with Clean
some people just
USA
can't cope with the fact that things have been adjudicated and move on.
KTAR News. Water.
God damn.
The Phoenix City Council has voted to join a memorandum of understanding with other Great Basin states, including Nevada.
Memorandum of understanding. What's the fucking point? All right, where was I? So yeah, I ended up just being very frustrated, and of course, the worst thing, at one point she did kind of come and lay down with me, just enough to kind of physically arouse me, and then she got up, and I'm just, and she's like, well, you need to control those urges. I'm focused on my priorities, blah blah blah. These are my priorities. Taking her, so I'm trying to take care of one of my priorities. So I don't know. I pretty much come to the conclusion that if sex is not a priority for her, and it is a priority for me, I just need to quit 100% wasting my time with her until I can find somebody else who sex is a priority for them. Period. Because I mean, if she's just, I mean, obviously she's not completely into menopause, or the bloody problem wouldn't be a problem, right? But she's going through menopause to the point that she has zero sexual drive. I don't need a relationship with a completely asexual woman. That does nothing for me except for upset me. Anyway, so anyway, I left. I was upset. I went home. I was just so tired and cranky because I wasn't able to get decent sleep at her place. That I woke up at midnight. So frustrated. I missed my whole night. At some point during my intermittent sleep, Jazzy, who I'm very, very attracted to, more than just physically, had texted me and asked if I was working tonight, this being Saturday night. I guess she texted about 11 a.m. So I finally responded to her by the time when I woke up at midnight. And then she didn't respond to me until I was asleep like this afternoon. So, I don't know. Fucking women, like, can you text a little bit more information so I have some idea what the fuck is on your mind? Fuck. Is it possible to text more than 4 fucking words? Like, can I get a paragraph so I know what the fuck is going on? Done stressing about her too. So Priscilla, anyway, I'm assuming it was Priscilla. Nobody else comes by my door and knocks on it and rings the bell and then walks around and knocks on the back door, then knocks on my daughter's window, and then knocks on my bedroom window, and then rings the doorbell repeatedly like normal people. Well, nobody else comes to my back door anyway. Except for occasionally my landlord when I'm expecting him. In fact, nobody else other than campaigners come to my door at all without first texting me or calling me to let me know they're on their way over. I am getting campaigners at the front door because it's 2 weeks till election day and whatever. That's a whole other separate tragedy. I'm becoming so apathetic to the whole thing at this point. I'm not even sure I even want to fucking vote. Yeah, we don't care. Just shut up, bitch. She showed up at like 1 in the fucking morning. You know, after the last time she showed up at like 3 in the morning and just basically fed the cats, then slid into my bed with her pants down to her knees, and then got mad because I was feeling on her ass, and then basically left me sexually frustrated. Yeah, no. I'm not letting you in my place late at night anymore. No. If you're just coming to increase my sexual frustration from its regular baseline, I'm not getting any level, to, wow, you totally aroused me and teased me, and then you're telling me not to touch you. Fuck you. No admission to my place. Go the fuck home. Figure out what you're doing with your mirror, stupid. Clean up that fucking, and the whole time she was moving stuff around, so it was keeping me awake. And then when I came out of her bedroom that I wasn't able to sleep well in, like, I couldn't see any notable improvement in the place. I mean, granted, I haven't been cleaning my place that much lately, but I can see notable improvement from after she was gone and I started straightening stuff up to now. There's notable improvement. I'm not saying notable improvement. In fact, her living room looked worse than when I got there. It seemed like I was having to step over more stuff. Anyway, her showing up at 1 o'clock just frustrated me to the point that I just went back to, I was thinking about going, I was contemplating maybe going out, even though there was only an hour till bar close, but that just frustrated me to the point that I just hid myself under the pillow and just went back to sleep. And then that's pretty much all I've done. She showed up again, I want to say at about noon, I don't know. At one point I woke up, I want to say 5 o'clock. It was dark. Woke up about 5 and I was up till about 9. Went back to sleep between like 9 and 10. Anyway, she shows up, wakes me up again. And again, I did not answer the door. And the fucked up thing is that time she called me twice. But not once did she fucking text and say what she wanted or that she was coming over. I might be different if she was texting me and saying, hey, I just want to come over and see you and visit the cats and grab some of my stuff. I'll be over at X time. And then I could text her back and either say, hey, I'm going to be asleep at that time, not a good time, or, yeah, okay. One or the other. But not a single fucking text saying why she's fucking showing up at my door. I don't show up at her door like that. That's fucking rude. And the one time that I actually came to her door, she was kind of upset because she's like, well, how'd you get past the gate? She lives in a gated complex. The way I usually get past gates, I just followed somebody else in. If somebody was driving out and opened the gate, I walked in as they were driving out. That's how I usually got in as a cab driver too. Usually that worked out quicker than waiting for me to call dispatch and dispatch to call them and them to open their gate or give me the gate code that they should have given when they fucking called for a cab. Speaking of gate code, her place has a pedestrian gate that has like a 9-number pad something. So obviously there is a code she could give me that I could get in the pedestrian gate, and she hasn't, which is not fucking cool. On that note, I could hop that fence without even trying. So I don't know. Maybe I should show up at her door and fucking knock at her door at like 6 a.m. after work. Yeah, that would be fun. I don't know. I might do it despite her. Although at this point, I'm just so frustrated with her. I think we're just going to pretend she doesn't exist for the next week. It's probably the best thing to do. Actually, the best thing to do is realize that it's a 7:07 on my clock. I need to get in and go to work. Oh, I'm so tired and cranky and frustrated. Hopefully getting on a forklift puts me in my happy place. I'm hoping. Thanks for watching.